welcome to day 79, May 7th. It's about 10:30. I just got dropped off by my friend Brian. And if you're looking for day 72 to 78, you won't find it because I took 7 days off the trail to get my feet right. And I could have come back a little early, but the weather forecast was for rain for Saturday and Sunday here near Harper's Ferry, and it did rain. So as you can see behind me, it's a beautiful day. We're looking over Bear's Den Overlook and getting ready to start hiking here. So before I get started, I want to say happy birthday to my nieces, Madison and Lauren. Although this won't be posted till well after your birthday, but I hope you have a great birthday today. And again, I want to say thanks to my friend Brian and his wife Erin for letting me stay with them for a week. Had I not had that available to me, I probably would have had to go home for a week because it took probably about midweek for my blisters to dry up, and then probably the entire week for my feet to get to where they weren't tender, especially my right foot. So hopefully I'll be able to go here without that flaring up. We're going to see. I'm going to do either 8 or 15 miles today, just depends on how the day goes. See where I get to. It's 20 miles to Harper's Ferry. I don't think there's any way I can make it into there, but we'll see. So with that, this is Reboots Reboot, heading north again. Well, it's 12:30. I've been hiking for almost 2 hours, and look where I've gotten. The West Virginia state line. Finally. And West Virginia welcomes you with rocks. So I really don't consider this a clean state crossing because we're going to hike along the West Virginia state line here for a little bit before we stay completely in West Virginia, closer to Harper's Ferry. So, but still, it's a good sign. We're finally going to be done with Virginia. So been finishing up the roller coaster here, and I want to clarify something I said in the last video. It kind of made it sound like I was looking down on weekenders when I said if you're a thru hiker you're not going to have any trouble with it, but if you're a weekender it's probably going to be daunting. And I didn't mean that from the perspective of, you know, big bad thru hikers were so much better than the weekenders. I have a lot of respect for weekenders. That's how I started out, and what I'll go back to once I'm done with this. But what I meant was, if you're a thru hiker and you're doing 20 miles a day at this point or somewhere around there, it's not going to be that physically demanding. Whereas most weekenders, weekend warriors, unless you've got a daily fitness routine and you're in good cardiovascular shape, then yeah, this is going to be a challenge for you. So just wanted to clarify that. It is warm today. When I left the trail, it had a winter or early spring feel, and now it's got a summer feel. Although the silver lining that came with me taking a week off, or having to take a week off because of my feet, is that I missed a heat wave up here. It was high 80s and 90 degrees last week. So today it's supposed to be in the high 70s. So that makes a big difference. And just after you cross the West Virginia state line, you come to Raven Rocks. So I just passed the sign for the northern end of the roller coaster, and that's looking south, but I see why they mark it, because the trail characteristics have a distinct change. It levels out somewhat, well, quite a bit, and look, no rocks. So nice. You can walk with your head up and look around and not have to worry about where you're placing each step. It's 5 o'clock and I made it to Dave Lesser Memorial Shelter. That's the shelter up there. It's got a porch on it. It's not double-decker though, so it was full already when I got here, which I prefer to stay in my tent tonight anyway, just to get some privacy, and that way when I leave out early in the morning I won't wake anybody up. But there's a covered picnic pavilion there. But here's what's really impressive about this site is not only do they have tent pads, I see 4 numbered ones, and I'm going to take this one. It looks pretty level, but each tent pad has a bench, and there's a picnic table just for the tent pad area. So this is a nice area. Did a nice job with this. But to wrap up day 79, I only did 11 miles. No problems with new blisters, thank goodness. No problems with tenderness under the ball of my foot. I did have some ache in the arch of my right foot, so I don't know if that's going to be because of the new shoes or what, but hopefully that was a one-day thing. But only 10 miles to go to Harper's Ferry tomorrow, and I'm going to do that if I have to crawl, so that'll be it'll be exciting to get into Harper's Ferry. So because of that, and getting back out here and doing some miles, I want to say it's all good in the woods.